guys, welcome back to my channel. So yeah guys, today I'm bringing you 52 titles between shows and movies to watch. So without further ado, let's get started with this. I have a notebook. Wow. I made a list here of all the TV shows that you can find on Netflix, all the TV shows that you can find on Prime Video, all the movies you can find on Netflix, and all the movies you can find on Prime Video. I'll try to leave all the trailers of all these shows and movies down below. It will be a long list, but I'll try to post them. So I will start with two TV shows that are not on Netflix, but that I'm obsessed with. These are my two favorite TV shows. One that I've just finished to watch yesterday, I just wanted to watch just for the purpose of the video, is Veronica Mars. And she wants to be a private investigator. She's really brilliant, smart. It's pretty interesting, especially if you like mystery shows and TV series. This one I want to talk about is actually one of my favorite shows, is Sex and the City. So Sex and the City is, I would recommend you more if you're like above 17, maybe 16, 17, 18, because it's more like if you understand the title Sex and the City, I mean it's pretty obvious, but yeah, I really recommend you if you're around that age. I mean, just a warning. So the show that I'm currently watching is How to Get Away with a Murder. It's always about mysteries, and this is pretty famous, maybe you already know it, but yeah, it's all involved about like murders and mysteries and like this like main characters like getting involved in all those like things. I don't want to talk too much about it because of course. Another one that I really recommend you is The Good Place. So The Good Place is a show which the main like character is also like the same actress as Veronica Mars, Christine Bell. She's really cool actually. I really like her as an actress. So yeah, it's really funny, it's really cool, it's really out of the normal. It's a bit like weird, but it's pretty cool. We watch it with my friends and we fell in love with it, so I really recommend to watch this. Next one I recommend is New Girl. Is also Netflix and it's really funny and it's more like same as Sex and the City, is more like for 17 and older, we can say. Yeah, the next one is pretty famous, I think, is Emily in Paris. This show has been discussed a lot because like all the stereotypes, but I find it really lovely. It's really like innocent, we can say. It's really like the main character is so funny and I think it's worth to watch it. The next one is Firefly Lane. Is a new show and I'm going to read the description of it because I don't know well. I just saw the trailer, but it says Julie and Kay support each other good times and bad with an unbreakable bond that carries them from their teens to their 40s. I think it's more like throwback show, like where the main characters have a lot of flashbacks and throwbacks, but I don't really know. But I saw the trailer and I think it's cool. The next one that I want to talk about is the Bonefire of Destiny. So this show is on Netflix. I don't know if you can find it on this title, but I think so. It's called Les Bazaars de la Charité. It's a drama like TV show, but it is a real story of things that happen for real. But I think that most of the characters are not real. After a devastating fire in 1897 in Paris, 3 women find their lives upended by betrayal, deception, and romantic turmoil. Inspired by real events. So this is pretty cool, and I really recommend you to check this out because I loved it. I watched it all at once. I feel guilty about it, but not that much because it was really good. This one is High Seas. Okay, this is a Spanish show. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Spanish shows, but Netflix Spanish shows are great. Like, just taking into consideration Elite or Elite, like they call it in Spanish. Like, Elite is really good. In Spanish, it's called Alta Mar, High Seas, and it has three seasons, and it's really cool. And I'm just going to read you the description. 2 sisters discover disturbing family secrets after a string of mysterious deaths occur in a luxury ship traveling from Spain to Brazil in the 1940s. I think it's really cool, and the actors are really great. I mean, just think of the main male actor. Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. It's pretty intense. It's pretty like it really catch you, and it's really cool. This one is a classical, The Big Bang Theory. I never stop to like recommend this show. especially for new generation, that this show is life. Honestly, this is so funny. The next one that I want to talk about is Sherlock. So Sherlock, we know Conan Doyle, like, is books and blah, 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 but Sherlock, the BBC shows, is bomb. The main character is so funny, and it's so cool how he solves mystery, how he's so smart, like, he's like way to be smart, like, makes you like feel like whoa. The next one is an Italian show, which I've never thought that I could like recommend an Italian show. It's called Baby. It's on Netflix, and it's pretty intense as a show, not gonna lie, but it's really cool, and it had really a lot of success, especially in Italy, as I know, but also like not in Italy. This one is The Crown. The Crown is such an iconic show. I still have to watch the last season, and it's all about Diana, I think Diana, you call it Diana in Italy, we call it Diana. Apparently the queen wasn't happy about it or something, I don't know, but someone made it a really big scandalous about it. The next one is Jane the Virgin. Jane the Virgin is so funny, and I think I already recommend this in one of my videos, like about shows recommendations, but yeah. So Jane the Virgin is so funny. There is this, we can call it young woman, like she wants to be a writer, but it's a drama. It's like a telenovela kind of show, but it's really cool because this character is so funny, but like there are a lot of like love triangles and like stuff like this. I mean, it's a chill show, so if you want to look at it, it made me cry. I mean, honestly, which show didn't make me cry? Let me know in the comments if you're like me and you cry for every single show, please. After we have Queen's Gambit. Queen's Gambit, guys, is such a mind-blowing show. It's so cool, and it's so underrated, I think. It's so cool, honestly, and I really recommend you to watch it. There is this like really smart kid who starts like, first of all, she's an orphan at first. In this orphanage, she's developed this passion for chess, and it's really cool because she became like a little genius of chess, and at the end she like became rich out of it. I mean, it's really cool. I don't want to spoiler you too much, but like, just follow this story. It's really cool. It's not that long. Okay, this one is not on Netflix, I forgot to mention it, but it will be available, I think, in Disney Plus Star section, like they're making a new section. I think I'll make a whole like YouTube video about it. So it's called The Hot Zone. Okay, I wanted to mention this because this is really cool, and the fun thing is really related to COVID-19. I mean, if you don't want to keep watching things about COVID-19, don't watch it, because it's about like Ebola virus, how it has been discovered, but it's a really cool show. It's not like a documentary. It's really like involving, and it really catches you. So just if you want to just go and watch the trailer, it's so cool. Another one that I want to recommend is Night Stalker. So Night Stalker is a docu-series about this Hollywood, I think it happened in the 80s. I'll just read you the description. This limited docu-series tells the true story of how one of the most notorious serial killers in American history was hunted down and brought to justice. This guy is called Richard Ramirez, basically killed everyone, everywhere. It's really interesting as well, and like, so for some things, I really recommend you to watch with an adult, honestly, or like if you're above 18, because there are some scenes where they show like really like pictures, so just be aware of that. And yeah, if you're not feeling like watching something like this, don't watch it. The one is Lock and Key. Lock and Key is so cool, and it's kind of like supernatural like show. This family who moves into a house over like a relative, and they start to find like all these weird things went around, like a murder, like all these weird keys. Like, I don't want to tell you so much. Just go and watch the trailer, because I bet if I keep talking, I spoil you something. Another one that is cool, always, I don't know why I found always shows that involves homicides, like murderers. I don't know why. It's called Tiny Pretty Things. It's really cool. It really like involves mysteries also here, like what happened. Everyone wants to know what happened. I'm really hoping that they release a second season of it. Another show that I recommend you is Goosebumps. Goosebumps is like one of my favorite kid TV shows, and that's weird because they were really scary at the time. If you watch it now, you find it a bit like awkward because they're like kind of scary still, because they're like the monsters are like the 90s vibes, like makeup artists, and they're like, what? And it's pretty creepy, not gonna lie, but it's fine if you want like a light, like this show was for kids, we can say for teenagers. And the next one is Christmassy, but you can still watch it. I mean, it's cool, it's nice, it's like, you know, like a light TV show to watch. It's called Dash and Lily. At first it didn't catch me very well. I mean, I looked at the like movie poster on Netflix and I was like, I don't know, it feels childish, but actually it's not. And it was surprising actually to find out this. The last show that I really recommend you, that me and Aurelian just finished to watch like 2 weeks ago, or last week, I don't remember, I think 2 weeks ago, I don't remember, I think it was last week actually. Yeah, it's called Fate, like the Winx Saga. It's a new Winx TV show. Okay, the Winx show is an Italian cartoon, first of all. It was an Italian cartoon who was really popular also in other countries, and it's really cool. So the first thing we were talking about with Aurelian is the thing that is not like the same as the show. First of all, they like removed a lot of main characters. They just left a few, which was disappointing. Yeah, but anyway, except this is a great show, and if you keep yourself attached to the cartoon, you'll be disappointed. Consider it as a new show, like a never seen show. Is really cool. And even if we were disappointed a bit by some things, me and Aurelian, because we really liked the cartoon when we were kids, the show is really good and the actors are really great. Go and watch it. I think it's a really cool show though, so why not? Go on Prime Video. Okay, Prime Video, it's like an alternative, we can say, to Netflix. The Amazon like show, like TV show, movies. It's the Amazon streaming service, which is cool. They have a great like original TV shows and movies. I agree, but I don't really like their like streaming platform. The first show that I want to talk about Prime is a show that I really loved, guys. You don't even know how much I was like attached to this show. It's called The Wild. So The Wild is an original like Prime Video show and is from 2020. It's really recent. I'm going to read you the description, but you find the trailer down below, like I said always. So a group of teens must survive after a crash leaves them stranded. So they're in this airplane and it crashed. Like, I don't want to spoil you anything because they say everything in the first show, like in all the episodes. So there is just one twist to this thrilling drama. These girls did not end up on this island by accident. And these guys, my gosh, is so cool. Like, all of this show is cool. Recently I was scrolling through Instagram and a lot of people are watching this. They were like, oh my gosh, yeah, I love it too. Next one is Bones. Bones is a funny, like, you know, CSI, like this kind of shows, like mystery shows, like thriller shows, we can say, because sometimes they show like dead people and stuff like this, like, yeah. But this is so funny. I used to watch this with my mom in Italy and it's so funny. And yeah, I mean, the main two like character, the main two agents of like the show, we can say, they're so funny. They're like a funny like match, we can say. Next one that I'm excited to talk about is Desperate Housewives. Really cool premise and is just interesting. There are a lot of mysteries, a lot of things going on in this neighborhood. Like, just give it a go. It's interesting and a lot of things happened and it's a bit dramatic, not gonna lie. The last show that I'm going to talk about is The Crossing. Crossing is like also not real, like not based on real event story, we can say. Refugees from a war-torn country 180 years in the future start showing up in the present to seek asylum in an American town. So it's pretty cool. If you watch the trailer, you'll be like, what the hell is going on? So yeah, guys, finally let's go on to the movies. Let's talk about Netflix movies first. This one is Bridget Jones's Diary. This is located in UK. It's so funny, such like it's like first 1,000 years movie, so just gonna watch it. It's really funny. It's really, I don't know, it has something. The next one is The Hangover. I just watched it with my friends online and it was so funny, honestly. There are these 4 guys going on in Las Vegas for a bachelor party, like to do the bachelor party, because one of them is getting married. and it happens everything, guys. It happens everything. But the funny thing is that the things that happens are like, what the hell? And just watch it, it's really funny. We have Into the Storm. Storm trackers, thrill seekers, and everyday townspeople document an unprecedented onslaught of tornadoes touching down in the town of Silverton. So this is so cool, and not gonna lie, I watched this movie because there was one of the main character of iCarly, Nathan Kress. The one is The Impossible. The Impossible is a movie based on real events. Like there was a tsunami back in 2004 in the Indian Ocean. So yeah, this is based on real events, and it's so shocking. Like, I don't know, I like to watch these movies thinking maybe if it happens for real, I know how to, like, I can emulate them and do the same things. I don't know, guys, I have this mindset. Please tell me I'm not the only weirdo here. This one is Ugly Dolls. Ugly Dolls is a cartoon that we watched last week. It's so cool, and I really like the message. Just is a family movie more like than, it's not for, like, I don't want to say it's not for adults, because I really like enjoyed it, and it's really nice to watch something like so chill sometimes, and it's really funny, it's really cool, has a really good message in it, so just go and watch it. Next movie is Enola Holmes. Enola Holmes is one of the coolest movies I've ever seen, honestly. There is this little sister of Sherlock Holmes, also is really smart, really like brilliant, like how she thinks, the main character thinks. And it also involves like women rights, like women riots, and like events. Like, just gonna watch it, it's really cool. Next one is New York Minute. If you are my generation, you probably know the Olsen twins, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. They were the iconic like twins of the early 2000s, and actually from the 90s and 2000s, but yeah, so they were iconic. In these movies there are two like main characters, them like Ashley, Mary-Kate Olsen, but they're called Jane and Roxy, and Jane is the diligent student. She is like, she wants to win the scholarship for Oxford in UK, and Roxy is more like the black sheep of the family, we can say. She's like really like into rock, into music, she wants to produce music, she's cool. In this movie there are also the Simple Plan like in a scene, which is cool, really cool, and it's like in New York. It's so funny, all the adventures they're living that day, and they're so funny because at first they were really like not into each other, they not hating each other, but we're not really close, and after this day they became like closer, and after all these events. But just, I don't want to spoil you too much, but it's really funny, it's really like a family movie to watch, so just, I don't know, give it a go. The next one is Ocean's 8. It has Sandra Bullock, Anne Hathaway, Kate Blanchett. They're all famous actresses. So Debbie Ocean gathers an unknown female crew to attempt an impossible heist at the New York City's yearly Met Gala. And I watched the trailer. I haven't watched this movie yet, not gonna lie, but it seems so funny. So the next movie is a movie from 2020. It's called Holidate. It's more a Christmas movie, but it's so funny. It has Luke Bracey and Emma Roberts. They're so funny and it's so cool. And Emma Roberts' character, I love her character, honestly, she's so funny in this movie. This movie that I recommend is Pitch Perfect 2. So the thing is that in UK there is just available the 2, but I really recommend you to watch the first one, but I prefer the 2, honestly. The second, there are 3 movies of this saga, we can say, but Pitch Perfect 2 is my favorite, and there are a lot of famous actresses, and the songs, my gosh guys, the songs, they're really good, they're really good. Next 2 are more like teenage like movies, but I wanted to include them, why not? The first one is Work It, and it has actors such as Sabrina Carpenter, Lisa Koshy, and Jordan Fisher. They are really great actors, and I mean, Lisa Koshy, I just knew she was an actress. I just discovered she's an actress, so whatever, she was good in this movie, and it's so nice. It's all about dance, and if you like dance, if you like this kind of show, or if you want to see how these actors plays in this movie, just go and watch it. This one is Feel the Beat with Sophia Carson. If you don't know her, she was a Disney Channel star, we can say. So nice. The movie is well done. Just go and watch it. It's really chill, just really teenage, like it gives me a lot of Hannah Montana vibes, not gonna lie, the movie I'm talking about. This one is 13 Going 30. This is so funny, like this little girl, this is so weird, this is such a weird movie but fun to watch. So this 13-year-old girl, like she's giving a party, and at one point like she has this magic dust that like put her in her 30s. Like she literally from 13 she goes to 30 like this. She doesn't remember anything. She just have this like life in the city and like all these cool things. She has a boyfriend, she has a job. That 13-year-old living in a 30-year-old body, which is crazy. The next one, I discovered this when I was in high school. This is one of the coolest movies I've ever watched. So Lemony's Snicket, a series of unfortunate events, and this is so cool. This movie is so cool. I don't know why, like how it's made, the fact there is a narrator like telling the story. They also made a show on Netflix based on it, but I don't really like it, not gonna lie. The movie is such a thing. There is Jim Carrey in it, so this just, and if there is Jim Carrey, is a funny movie. It's such a funny, iconic movie that I feel not a lot of people knows. The movie is Knocked Up. I haven't watched it yet. It's a 2007 movie, and it says, for fun-loving party animal Ben Stone, the last thing he ever expected was for his one-night stand to show up on his doorstep 8 weeks later to tell him she's pregnant with his child. And it's a comedy movie, so it's really funny. I saw the trailer and I think it's really funny, so just I don't know, watch the trailer, and if it's appealing, just go and watch it. We have Ted 2. Ted 2 is more like a bit of dementia movie, you know, like it's a bit kind of a stupid movie, and it's really funny though. We have Big Daddy and Norbit, the last two. So Big Daddy and Norbit are also two comedy movies, so funny both. So yeah, Big Daddy there is Adam Sandler, and in Norbit there is Eddie Murphy, which is so funny. Oh my gosh, these two guys are so funny. So now let's go into the last section, which is Prime movies. So the first one, we have The Devil Wears Prada. It's such an iconic movie. It's from 2006 and it includes like Meryl Streep and Anne Hathaway. Such an iconic movie, so cool. After we have Barely Lethal, which is this spy which has to pretend to be a teenager. She's actually a teenager, but she's always been a spy. She has to go into this high school to like solve some things. I don't want to spoil you anything, but it's really cool. My Spy is such like a family movie to watch. Cool, really funny. We have White Chicks. Okay, White Chicks is one of my favorite movies lately. We watched it with Debs and Aurelian the other day, and it's so funny, guys. It's so funny. There are these two agents that have to like protect these two girls. They're a bit like cuckoo crazy, we can say. I read online that not a lot of people liked it because it's a bit like, it talks about racism, it talks about like some people being dumb, and it's not, but it's so funny. If you look at it like in the right way, you will find it really funny. Two agents, guys, it's so iconic, this movie, and it's so funny. Magic Mike, which is also available on Netflix, and it has Channing Tatum, and I said, oh, I don't have to add anything else. So after we have the Aeronauts. Aeronauts is a cool movie based on true events. A balloon pilot and a scientist find themselves in a fight for survival while attempting to make discoveries in a gas balloon in the 1860s. After we have the House with a Clock in Its Walls. It's also a family movie to watch. It's really nice. It's really well made. After we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, classical. And at the end we have Love Actually, which actually is not included with Prime, but I wanted to add this. If you just found it somewhere else, maybe in some other streaming services, just watch it. It's a British movie and it's so cool. There is iconic. Actually, it's in Christmas time, but it's really cool and I really recommend you to watch it. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you find these 52 titles interesting. They're a lot. Please comment down below if you know any of them, if you like them, if you don't like them, if we can like fangirl together about something. Just let me know in the comments. I want to know all your opinions. Just go. And also don't forget to put a like, subscribe, and follow me on my social media. Basically on Instagram is the only social media I use. I'm Claudia's Wave on there. So yeah guys, remember to smile every day of your life, and we'll see you to our next video. Bye.